무려 구독자 1120만 명을 보유한 이 미국인 남성은 미국의 영화 감독으로도 활동하는 윌 소무크너인데 그는 먹방 유튜버로도 굉장히 유명하고 이렇게 전 세계를 돌아다니며 활동을 합니다. 그는 이 유튜브 채널로 피플스 보이스 올해의 바이럴 비디오 어워드를 수상하기도 했었는데요. 그가 최근에 한국의 부산을 방문해서 부산에서 가장 저렴한 고기를 파는 식당과 가장 비싼 고기를 파는 식당을 비교 체험하는 특별한 영상으로 부산을 전 세계에 소개했었고 외국인들이 큰 반응을 보여줬었습니다. 이 영상에 1595개의 해외 댓글들이 달렸는데 그만큼 재미있게 영상을 만들었다는 것이겠죠.
I'll be experiencing Korea's cheapest barbecue. I cannot get over the fact that all of this costs $13. Right now, I'm in the city of Busan, South Korea, the second biggest city in all of Korea. Busan is a fantastic place to try seafood. Now, already we have had a lot of that. No matter where you are in Korea, you are never in the wrong place to try barbecue. There is nothing better than Korean ball. In addition to being delicious, Korean barbecue is also very wide-ranging. You can get unlimited, all-you-can-eat buffet-style barbecue for just over $10. The place is called Manso, and they have an insane buffet deal here. $16,900. That is a little bit less than $13 for all-you-can-eat meat. 안녕하세요. 이거 주세요. 무한 리필.
이걸로 한 분 주세요.
Yeah. There are two different types of buffets you can do, pork buffet or a beef buffet. But if you're trying to save money in Korea, you're going to be eating pork. It's nice that they initially bring you a bunch of side dishes. Then if you want refills or if you want more, you can go get it yourself. We've got a salad, some onions, kimchi, garlic, samjang sauce, and more. I don't know how a place like this makes any money because that is incredibly cheap. Oh my god, look. Remember earlier I was trying to figure out how they afford these low prices? Well, it turns out it's because they don't have to hire humans. They have robots serve over the food. Here we have samgyeopsal, mushrooms, pork skin, some moksal, lots of different dishes. Thank you, robot. You did well. Leave. Do I need to stroke you or something? All you can eat of everything. First of all, a big old glooping container of samjang sauce. Here we have a classic Korean Italian pasta. So that's elbow macaroni, mayonnaise, and corn. Barbecue in Korea before. Different flavored salt. We have wasabi salt, garlic salt, curry salt, and vegetables to put on the grill. Squash, zucchini, potatoes, chilies, 3 different types of greens. We have a plant called bracken, which I've never even heard of before in English. I'm gonna scoop up some side dishes, sit down, and here we have the most common, affordable meat you're gonna find in all of Korea. It's called samgyeopsal, and it is the pork belly. Our first course is right here. It's looking crispy and delicious. I'm just gonna hit it with some wasabi salt. I've never had wasabi. Oh, I've got it is just bursting with pork. Typically eat something like this. A little bit of garlic, maybe some onions, a little bit of kimchi, samjang sauce. Then we put in our meat, and that right there is like a little flavor package ready to go to heaven. Oh man, that's heaven. The thing with Korean barbecue is if you find a good place with the right side dishes, you don't need expensive meat. I could just eat this samgyeopsal and be pretty satisfied because I can mix and match it with so many different flavors. This is our second course right here. They actually brought us some thin. I've got my beef right here, looking crispy, fatty, delicious. Cheers. Important here is they've cut the beef so thin, it's impossible for it to not be tender and melting in your mouth. But this right here is skin. Now the skin has already been cooked, so we need to recook it to get it crunchy over the fire. Skin is finished. It's popping like popcorn. This is a peanut powder. You're supposed to just put a bit on there. That's gonna give it a peanutty flavor. The peanut dust gives it like a little bit of an earthy flavor. I think the star of this dish is how gummy the skin is. Like eating sheets of collagen. Oh yeah, that's good. So this has been our inexpensive location. To me, it's unbelievable. Less than $13 for all the meat you can eat. There are a ton of sides up there. The meat is delicious. There's service from robots. What more could you ask for? Let's find out. Most expensive restaurant we could find. The building from the outside looks really boring because real wealth knows when it's rich. thing I noticed as I walk in is a huge wall of their wine selection. Now, almost every place you get barbecue in Korea, they're gonna have beer and maybe different types of soju, but it's not that common to find a big wine selection, so I'm really excited about that. Let's keep moving. Here is the meat. So there's a guy inside. This guy is at the way this meat has been cut. Do you see how it's like a lattice shape? It looks fantastic, and it's gonna make it even more juicy and even more delicious after it hits that grill. From here, we're about to head to our private room. And this thing is a beauty. Immediately, I'm drawn to the prices. For example, this, a T-bone steak is 75,000 won. So that's not too bad. And then you realize that's for 100 grams. It's not that much meat. A pound of meat here would cost around $250, $300. Pretty expensive. First of all, here, this is a yukjeon, a meat pancake. Let's try it out. Cow foot jelly, and that's what this is right here. I mean, just take a look at that. You can see the texture of it is so bizarre. It's like a jelly that they made from boiling the cow feet. Cheers to cow feet. It has like a meaty but jello-y, sticky texture to it. Funky but lovely at the same time. Now, this is a Russian caviar. Briny, fatty, sticky, I would say very decent quality. It's not a lot of volume. She's put clay plates onto the burner and then she's just kind of glazed it with a little bit of fat. All of the brisket goes in. And here, this is some sort of kimchi that she puts on. Now she's taking the beef and actually wrapping it around the kimchi. Some kimchi inside, beef on the outside. Cheers, my first bite. Kimchi is so fermented and almost stinky. The beef is so oily, but it tastes incredible. This is real wasabi. The difference is you could eat a clump like this, want to put it on the beef, and let's try it out. It's decadent, so rich. The wasabi is a nice contrast in flavor. It's so delicious. Oh yeah. Cook up that tongue. It's 10 or 15 seconds on each side. She said put some of the green onion on there, put some wasabi, and some salt and pepper. That tongue is ready for my tongue. Oh, it's so springy. It's like something between a heart and lungs. So that should be pretty relatable, right? From here, I need to bring out the big guns. I am looking for the most expensive thing on the menu. It's gonna be a variety of meats that they choose, and it's coming in at 560,000 Korean won. This is such an irresponsible use of company funds. Let's eat some beef. This is what $423 looks like. I thought it would be bigger, to be honest. You can see the meat is like dark red, tons of intermuscular fat. I cannot wait to sink my teeth in. We have our first cut right here. This is the eye fillet. It looks fantastic. I'm gonna give it just a little bit of a dab in the salt and pepper. Shut the front door. Oh, it's almost like a mini crust. That sear on the outside is so perfect. So this is hanu beef, and that's part of why it's so expensive. It is like the Wagyu of Korea. The only thing is, Japan has a lot better marketing team when it comes to their beef than Korea does. Because I've only heard of hanu in Korea, and that's it. We're on to our next meat right here. This is the inside skirt. Different from, I'm gonna give it just a little dab of salt and pepper. Here we go. Softer, more firm, definitely more oils and juices popping out too. Really different texture, soft but chewy. What's fascinating here is there are so many flavor enhancing options. But with steak this expensive, you want the flavor of the beef to shine through. And man, let me tell you, it's shining. Right here we have our fourth course. This cut here is known as the beef flap tail, and it seems like it's kind of a trend among food. Why not? Cheers. You can feel the fat melting on your tongue. I mean, that's good quality beef. I like it. Very nice. This has a delicious buttery taste to it. It is so rich. Every bite you take, more of this intramuscular fat is spilling out of the meat and just kind of gliding down your throat. It's like A5 Wagyu. It says A5 Hangwoo. This looks stunning. It looks delicious. It's the most popular thing they have right here. Time to try it. Juicy, smoky, and a unique texture that you can only get by cutting it in this very unique way. It's like they created more space for the meat to get exposed to heat, but the juice from being a delicious experience, this is a very expensive experience. This is absolutely the most I've ever spent on barbecue, I think, anywhere, and certainly the most I've ever spent here in South Korea. Please don't tell my wife, even though she's filming.
전 세계를 다니며 먹방을 하는 그는 한국의 무한 리필과 최고급 한우 식당을 이렇게 비교하면서 여러 반응을 보였는데요. 굉장히 재미있었고 추운 겨울날 우리의 이 한국 영웅들에게도 이 한우를 건네드리고 싶은데 좁은 방구석 한 칸에 내려앉은 천장이 보이고 얼룩진 벽지와 테이프로 이어붙인 가구들, 그리고 갖춰져 있지 못한 화장실, 그야말로 총체적 난국인 이 공간에서 수십 년을 힘들게 생활해온 사람이 있었죠. 그런데 그는 놀랍게도 1950년 발발된 한국전 당시 한국을 지키기 위해 자원한 용감했던 한 청년이었습니다. 6.25 정전 이후에 농사를 지으며 생계를 이어왔던 이 노인은 평생을 이곳에서 고통받으며 살아왔습니다. 무더운 여름, 씻지도 못하는 이 공간에서 말이죠. 현재는 눈, 귀가 잘 들리지 않고 피부암까지 생겼으며 전쟁 속의 위대한 헌신에도 그 대가가 너무 보잘것없고 고령의 나이가 될 때까지 영웅의 대접이라는 것은 전혀 없이 극빈한 삶을 살아온 것입니다. 그리고 그런 그에게 정전 71년 만에 기적이라는 것이 찾아오게 됩니다. 이 소식을 전해들은 한국인들이 당장의 지원을 결정했고 그가 바랬던 간절한 소원이 이루어지기 시작한 것입니다. 그의 소원은 오직 하나였습니다. 일상생활을 하는 것. 온전치 않은 화장실에서 기본적인 씻는 것도 할 수 없었던 그에게 매년 여름은 지옥 같았다고 전해집니다. 피부암까지 앓고 있지만 한 달에 2번 목욕차가 오는 날 샤워를 할 수 있고 이외에는 자신의 몸을 씻기도 어려웠던 상황이었죠. 하지만 이제 이 한국인들이 그의 소원을 들어준다며 가장 시급한 화장실 수리 결정을 했고 이 처참한 화장실이 탈바꿈 될 것임을 예정하자 참전 용사는 어린아이처럼 기뻐했습니다. 머나먼 에티오피아에서는 이 한국인들을 기적이라 칭합니다. 이들은 시력을 잃어가는 에티오피아 참전 용사들에게 대규모 수술을 지원했고 당시에 70년 만에 찾아온 한국인들 우리를 잊지 않았다 라며 대서특필이 된 적도 있습니다. 인프레쉬. 이 한국인들이 직원으로 있는 이 기업은 론칭 후에 물품, 금전, 의료 지원 등 다방면의 후원을 이어왔고 이들로 인해 거동을 할 수 있게 되고 눈을 뜨게 되고 식사를 챙겨 먹을 수 있게 되었습니다. 그리고 일반 소규모 기업임에도 대규모의 일을 행해온 것에 국내외에서 큰 화제가 되었죠. 더욱 놀라운 것은 그들이 적자 속 운영이 되고 있다는 사실입니다. 영웅들을 외면할 수 없다라며 재정적인 어려움에도 후원을 이어온 것이죠. 이 같은 소식에 여러 한국인들이 후원 창구를 문의했습니다. 그리고 이들은 감사한 마음에 특별한 상품을 내놓았죠. 해당 태극기는 한국전쟁 당시 참전용사들의 서명이 새겨진 태극기를 그대로 키링으로 재현한 것으로 실제 여러 한국인들이 태극기 키링을 통해 후원을 동참하고 있습니다. 또한 해당 수익금의 일부가 생활고를 겪는 참전용사들에게 후원되고 기업명 대신 참여한 한국인들의 이름이 전달되고 있는데요. 저 역시 이 따뜻한 활동에 작은 도움이라도 되고 싶은 마음으로 동참하게 되었고 많은 분들이 함께해 주시면 큰 기적이 이어질 거라 믿습니다. 해당 태극기 키링은 고정 댓글에 남겨두도록 하겠습니다. 여러분의 따뜻한 마음을 전달해 주시길 바라봅니다. 감사합니다.